A partial lunar eclipse is a temporary astronomical event where light from a source is blocked by an intervening celestial object and is reflected off an orbiting moon that is partially passing through the deepest, darkest shadow cast by the intervening celestial object. So let's take a look at a partial lunar eclipse. Here we have the umbra portion of the deepest, darkest shadow cast by the Earth, and this is the penumbra portion. When the moon, meaning Earth's moon, is passing partially through the umbra and the penumbra, we see the umbra portion of sunlight reflected off the moon by a viewer or a telescope on the nighttime side of the Earth. So let's go take a look at a sketch of the objects involved in this partial lunar eclipse. It's a temporary astronomical event where a source, and in this case, the source is the sun, and it is blocked by an intervening celestial object. And that intervening celestial object is the Earth. Now, the sunlight is reflected off an orbiting moon, so let's draw the sunlight in. It grazes by sunrise and sunset, and since the light wavelength changes, it changes to a longer wavelength. The color will also change. And that light is going to bounce off the moon face that's facing the nighttime side of the Earth and go in to a viewer that's on the nighttime side of the Earth or a telescope that's on the nighttime side of the Earth. So let's take a look at what the moon is doing. So part of the moon is passing through the umbra, and part of it is not passing through it. That other part is passing through the penumbra. So in that case, which I colored white, is the penumbra, we don't see that white portion. We only see the red portion of sunlight bouncing off of the moon back into the viewer or telescope on the nighttime side of the Earth. So this is what we mean by a partial lunar eclipse.